Are you okay? That was a worried look, Sandra.
Yeah, no worries.
Is that okay?
You just need to speak and I will mess
Okay.
with on.
So, excuse me, I have a bit of a cold, so I've got my water ready under the stand. Thank you all so much for coming. We're really proud to welcome you to our 4th conference, Women, Photography, Conflict. And it's great to see old friends from a long time back and new friends. This conference is in collaboration, as you know, with the Nikola Tesla Technical Museum, the Institute of Art History, Art Pavilion, Tbilisi Photography Festival, University for the Creative Arts in Farnham, and London College of Communication at University of the Arts London. And we are especially grateful to Sandra Križić Roban, who bravely stepped in to make this happen here in Zagreb and bring together these new partnerships. And partnerships are what really are the sort of basic, fantastic thing about these conferences, meeting new people, creating new networks. We had to make numerous cancellations, as Nestan has told you, and we want to express our heartfelt thanks to Nestan, who was our original host, as she said, and worked so hard with us on the development of the project and to try and make it happen in Georgia. To both of you, Sandra and Nestan, we are grateful for all the energy and intelligence that you've put in to bring this poignant and timely conference together. And I just want to thank, in a list, funders and partners, Nikola Tesla Technical Museum, the Institute of Art History, Art Pavilion, Ministry of Culture and Media of the Republic of Croatia, Ministry of Science and Education of the Republic of Croatia, University for the Creative Arts, London College of Communication at University of the Arts London, Tbilisi Photo Festival, Orbico Group and Camera Austria. Thank you to everyone for supporting this. And you can see it takes a lot, and thank you, Sandra, for gathering so many sponsors and partners. So Fast Forward has almost reached its 10th birthday. Well, effectively, if you start it from the date of our first conversation, this is its 10th birthday. And together with Maria Kapajeva, our supportive steering committee, our multiple partners and our university, we forged many new directions in relation to research on women in photography. It's been a really exciting time, and I think Maria and I will both tell you that we had no idea how much impact that this would have, not just, well, on ourselves as well as the whole community, so we're very excited about that. When we started in 2013, we collected, in a very unsophisticated way, a number of figures for women being included in art-based photography. And the figures were very poor, from approximately 5% women in photography book publishing to as little as 3% in some of the major exhibitions and collective books on histories of photography. Today, things have changed. Book publishing is up to almost 40% in some publishing cases. And Magnum Photos, who we have a distinguished member here, has increased from, in its full membership, from approximately only 5% in around 2013 to almost 19% now. So it's still not enough, and we urge you to visit our website and to read and sign our manifesto for increased involvement for women in photography. So, after 2013, our conversation, Karen, Nora and myself were working together at UCA, and we realised that we were educating a lot of women in photography, yet we still didn't see enough women as professional photographers out in the world. We approached Tate Modern and held our first conference there in 2015. This is obviously our 4th conference, and our 5th conference will open at the Museum of Photography in Thessaloniki next May, in collaboration with University of Sunderland, who I think might be here, UCA again, and University of West Attica and Pantheon University. In between these conferences, and we hope there will be many more after this, we've held 9 research workshops as far afield as Brazil, Finland, India, the US, Nigeria, Scotland and Qatar, and the UK of course. We've edited 2 journals, directed a major project with refugee and migrant women with a group of distinguished partners in the UK, and curated our first exhibition in central London. And our book, Putting Ourselves in the Picture, which is the result of the work with the refugee and migrant women, is open access. So if you go to that page under research on the website and scroll down to the bottom, you can download the whole thing, which is great because it's sold out very quickly. In our time, in our 10 years, we've also raised funding ourselves from the British Council in China and West Africa for for mentorship projects, and all this you can see on the website. The Leverhulme Trust for international networking, and the Arts and Humanities Research Council for an Equality, Diversity and Inclusion Fellowship. So it's absolutely brilliant to be here talking about these issues, women, photography and conflict. And during this conference, we're going to explore some really important questions, which again are on our website, but I thought I'd reiterate them. How do women photographers reshape our understanding of conflict? To what extent does gender influence photography practice, which deals with conflict and its aftermath? How can we adjust photographic history to encompass non-Western work by women photographers? And in which ways have women's photographic documentation of human rights violations contributed to social justice? Over the years, women photographers have been active in documenting violations of human rights. They've advocated for women and initiated real changes in conflict and in post-conflict territories. Yet within the contemporary historiography of photography, their contributions are frequently omitted. And there is some discussion, obviously, and things happening to counteract that nowadays. Discussion of conflict photography almost always revolves around high-action war photography and is heavily dominated by a traditional male perspective. So today we're particularly interested in bringing together and giving voice to photography professionals, photographers, scholars, curators and editors whose research and practice brings new knowledge to upturn these burgeoning histories. We know that this conference itself and many people in this room have been personally affected by recent horrific events. And with respect to all those communities across the globe that have been and are currently being devastated by conflict, we invite all of you now to hold 1 minute silence together with all of us here at the start of this conference. Thank you, everyone. Maria said that the full programme and speakers' bios and abstracts can all be found on the website under the research section on this conference. Okay, and as well, all the proceedings are being filmed for our Fast Forward archive. We will not publish anything without anyone's permission, so please don't worry about it. It's really important for us to have an archive of everything. And without further ado, I would like to introduce our first keynote speaker, Janan Alani, who is a reader in photography and moving image at University of the Arts London in the UK. She's a London-based, Iraqi-born artist working with photography, film and video, a graduate of the Byramshire School of Art and the Royal College of Art, which is where I first met you many years ago. She's currently reader in photography and moving image at UAL, and has exhibited widely, both internationally and nationally, with numerous distinguished solo exhibitions across the world, and work has been included in significant group shows, including at MoMA PS1, the Venice Biennale, and the Today Museum in Beijing. Her work Landmarks 2023 marks the 20th anniversary of the Iraq War, an event that casts a long shadow over Janan's practice as an artist. She will present a selection of photographic and moving image installations highlighting preoccupations that have continued to reverberate through her work over the last 2 decades. Thank you so much, Janan.